Peace, family. Peace. I see you. Ashe. It's your boy Matt, man, back with another download from University of Black's Law. Um, Quick disclaimer before we get into the information. Uh, Racism is not allowed in the university. If you are racist, please exit the university, okay? If you have any discriminatory attributes as part of your character, please exit the university. If you're not open-minded and not willing to be taught, please exit the university, all right? Um, all are welcome, man. I mean, all are welcome, but there's just no room for that negative energy in here. That's all. I mean, I have the right to protect my energy. You feel me? So, with that being said, one of my last lectures was the law of the land and law of the sea, right? So we now know that the law of money is the law of water, right? Maritime Admiralty banking, right? Because we are products of Admiralty jurisdiction, okay? We're commerce, all right? So, therefore, all crimes are commercial, all right? It's right in the United States codes, okay? Um, Now, with that being said, I never been to the feds, right? But all my people out there that know people that have been in the feds or you've been in the feds, I bet somewhere in your paperwork it said that you were in violation of international commerce, right? Read your paperwork. Okay, because all crimes are commercial, which means that they have a monetary value. Okay, every charge has a fee attached to it. All right, and since you are a product, you are commerce, then they put a value on you. Okay, through a process called hypothecation. All right, if I said that correctly. Now, real quick before I forget, if you want to understand the law of water, the law of money, and the history of it, the illusionary status of it, then you need to read this book right here. It's called The Creature from Jekyll Island. This is the story of how the banking cartel of the American corporation was created. Okay, the law of water. All right, this is where does money come from? Where does it go? Who makes it? The money magicians. Secrets are unveiled. Here is a close look at their mirrors and smoke machines, the pulleys, cogs, and wheels that create the grand illusion called money, the law of water. A boring subject? Just wait. You'll be hooked in 5 minutes. Reads like a detective story, which it really is, but it's all true. This book is about the most blatant scam of history. It's all here. The cause of wars, boom bust cycles, inflation, depression, prosperity. Your worldview will definitely change. Putting it quite simply, this may be the most important book on world affairs you will ever read. Okay, software. Remember, we now know that the brain, the computer was created after how the brain works. So then now we know that common sense dictates the brain works like a computer, right? So we have to put data in our computer, different software, different programming, okay? We have to get out of these old programmings, okay? You have to know the truth. Now, I want to give you an example of how the law of water, the law of money, takes over the law of the land. Okay? And it happens every day, multiple times a day. It is the biggest fraud to ever be pulled upon a people, what they have done to us. All right? So this is how the law of water, the law of money, takes over the law of the land. All right? When you get arrested, and then I'm gonna use the criminal justice system because this is the University of Black's Law, right? So we're talking about law, right? So when you get arrested, remember, we now know that corporations like the sheriff's department, state police, city police, local police, district attorney's office, they're corporations. So they're fictions. So fictions can only deal with fictions. Like you can only draw a fact from a fact. You can't draw a fact from an inference, right? So fictions can only deal with other fictions. You are a sentient being. They cannot deal directly with you. You cannot fit in commerce. That's what your straw man is for. They created for you is something called a ens legis. Ens legis is Latin for legal fiction. They created a bridge, a liaison, in order to get to you and steal your inner chi. What do I mean? What do I mean? What is he talking about? Okay. Remember, credit is labor. Labor is energy. So if you have the ability to produce labor, you have unlimited credit. You have a value. You're invaluable. Okay? You get arrested. You got caught with some drugs in your pocket. Weed, whatever. You know you got caught with the shit in your pocket. Police bring you in. They type up an accusatory instrument. Misdemeanor felony complaint. And in that complaint, it says a person is guilty when he knowingly, willingly, unlawfully possesses one ace, makes and mixes compounds, such as blah, 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 right? Now, you see your name on that complaint. You know you had some shit in your pocket, so you like, damn, they got me, right? Remember, words have meanings, family, okay? There's one word on that paper or in the accusatory section of the paper, of the instrument, on the face of the document, that changes the meaning of the whole context of what we're dealing with. That shows you the illusion, like that. Person. Person does not mean you. Person means one of the 8 business structures that the IRS recognizes, like trust, corporation, LLC, sole proprietorship, so on and so forth. So the person that they're talking about is your ens legis, your legal fiction. That's why it's spelled in all capital letters. That's why if you ever go get a business certificate at your local county clerk's office, their computers only type in all capitals, because all corporations, all businesses are always spelling capitals, like the name on your social security card, your driver's license, the registration for your car, your phone bill, your cable bill, your utility bill. Because your utility company is a legal fiction. So it can only deal with your legal fiction. So now, you, at your arraignment, they call your name. You know you had the in your pocket, right? Boom, boom, the person, then you see your name, they got me. They call your name. You respond to the name. Man, we can split. Yeah, I'm here, Your Honor. What they're doing is, it's called a process called joinder, where they get jurisdiction over the persona. There's 2 forms of jurisdiction. There's jurisdiction of the subject matter, which was written on the paper, and then persona. That's Latin for person, your body. They're trying to get you to enter a plea. Now remember, you are a admiralty commercial product. You are commerce. Okay, so what the judge who rules for the bench, which is the bank, this is a commercial transaction that's taking place before you. You just don't know it. So when he says, how do you plea to the charge, the fee that they're charging you, and you say not guilty, you now are agreeing to play the game, because you're not saying I'm not willing to pay the charge that you're charging me, and I want to argue. I want to now play in this fictional game. When if you know what you're doing, you can plead guilty to the charge and not the crime, because it's about money, the law of water. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. So now when you say not guilty, you then are placed in commercial default, commercial dishonor. They then take the district attorney and the county attorney, right? They take and fill out these 3 bonds. They're called a bid bond, performance bond, and payment bond. Them 3 bonds get pulled together and form what they call a mortgage-backed security, put on the market, people invest in them. If your bid is 5 years, the bond will mature in 5 years. And then when you get released, the money will be dispersed. You're held as the collateral, as in an i.e. debt collection agency, prison. Yeah, you're held as the collateral until the bond or the debt is discharged. That's why when you get released and you max out, your debt is now discharged. If you go from one prison to another, you go on the draft. These are all admiralty maritime banking terms, family. This is how the law of water takes over the law of the land. Now, the fact if you have this carbon in your skin, then your nationality is you are a Moor. This is the kingdom of Morocco. That's the name of the land. We now know that, too. America is not a fucking place you can go. So if you have that carbon in your skin, then you fall under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It gets signed every 50 years. It was signed last in 1986. But if you don't know who you are, you don't know how to correct your status to go in these courtrooms and be able to execute with proficiency the law of water. Wake up, family. There's no excuses no more because you got someone on here giving you the information, showing you where to get it from. And I put this shit in effect in real life, in real time. Got the documents, I got the receipts. We're going to get to all that. Again, it's not no coincidence I'm on here just running my mouth, man. I'm in tune. Just wanted to share that quick download with y'all, family. And let me say this, right? You're going to see a lot more people like me coming on here because, again, if you have carbon, you are organic to the land. You are in tune with the land. The planet is changing, okay? It's raising in vibration. If you're in tune, then you're going to raise in vibration, all right? And people are waking up. Our people are waking up. So you're going to see a lot more me's and coming on here, right? And let me tell you something. When you see someone on here doing this, they have finally got an understanding of self. To be comfortable and confident to share who self is with you. Peace out, family. I see you, Ashe.